Hey guys, I'm Colwen, back with another Transformers video, and today I've got one that I've been wanting for a while. I wanted Legacy Cosmos from the Speedia 500 series. This is Pathfinder from one of the Hasbro Selects lines. I'll have the proper name up above when I can look it up. I don't mind. It's blue instead of green. That's cool, but I finally have my own Cosmos figure, and it's an enjoyable figure. It's got a nice UFO shape to it, straight out of the G1 style. The cylinder up on top with the hockey puck on the bottom. The underside is really clean. Yeah, there's the legs, but because it's a spaceship, no, those aren't legs. That's weird techno engine stuff. That's the whole engine thrust lift thingamajig, whatever. I don't know. Thingamajig, again, that's a technical term. Let me bring over Film Noir Spider-Man and Soda Can. Yeah, the scaling on this mold, I don't know, because there'd be times when Cosmo would be giant and Optimus Prime could go drive inside him and he would fly everyone around places. We've got the Siege car guys. And let me bring in my 30th anniversary Cosmos and UFO, I want to say. And I like that I'm able to have my own little fleet squadron of alien UFO spacecraft. I want to get more. I know there's other third-party UFO guys out there, and I would love to try them out sometime. So yeah, I like the way they did the paint job with the dark blue on the bottom and the lighter blue, and the way she looks really nice. I don't know if this was when I got this in a trade from somebody, so this might have been some paint damage from them playing with it or bumping it against something, or that might have been the way it came. I don't know. Honestly, I don't mind. It's a little bit of battle damage, a little bit of damaged paint. It's fine. Gives a little bit of character. You do not need to remove the weapon for transformation, but I'm going to go ahead and remove it for right now. So, yeah. Oh, cool Autobot logo right there on the chest. So, to transform it, you're going to come to the sides here, and you're going to pull these side panels away and turn them out as far as they will go. You will then come to the inside here and flip out these little square panels. That lets you bring down the front end of the UFO mode, and then using this hinge back here, we can flip the entire waist section forward. Break the legs apart so you can tilt the ankles forward, and then these are blast effect compatible also. I should have shown that off, but we're going to fold that around, and if you look down here, there's this little notch here that's going to go around. Oh, there's the notch, actually. There's the notch. Okay, that notch goes onto that tab, actually, but there is a locking point on there so that the feet are nice and stable, as you can see. Now, come back here. Going to pull out this yellow bar here and turn this entire section over. This panel here is going to fold over, and then you're going to fold that onto there like so. Then I'm going to come up here. This hinge right here is going to swivel forward, and this little square bit is going to lock on to there. Then we straighten the arms out, flip out the hands, and now we get a very nice epic head reveal. That is a very good head reveal right there. I like that head reveal. I'm going to go ahead and put the gun in her hand. And there we have Pathfinder all nice and transformed. Let me bring over Film Noir Spider-Man. Let me bring in Scourge and Hubcap and Soda Can. So it's a little bit of a kind of a shorter figure. Let me bring in the Siege car guys. Yeah, the Cosmo mold is kind of a little short, but it's bulky. It's hefty. Let me bring in UFO. Oh, his hips are absolutely shazbot. Yeah, so the Legacy Cosmos is still pretty good size compared to the other Cosmoses that we've got in the past. This is a very G1 accurate mold. I really do appreciate the design. Cosmos was always chunky, barreled. He looks beefy. He looks like a guy you don't want to mess with. He might be short, but he's got these powerful arms, these strong legs. The chest is just straight from his vehicle mode, so there's not a whole lot of stuff that's revealed. You know, the arms are part of the vehicle mode. He's got a nice folded up backpack here. I appreciate how well the backpack folds up. And, dude, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 peg points, not including his hands. His gun even has a couple of 5mm points, so if you were so inclined, you could take a weaponizer and just super robot this guy up. He would actually not be bad for just piling all your guys on there and just building off of that. That'd be kind of interesting. The head sculpt. I like that head sculpt. That is very accurate to G1. Pathfinder was one of those robots that identified as female, but didn't look female at all, kind of like Striker, and I think there was another blue female bot that went by the name of Glyph that looked like Bumblebee. So they're out there. A female robot doesn't need to be all sexy and curvy and stuff, okay? It's nice, but not necessary. The weapon here is a straightforward little blaster gun. Yes, it's 5mm compatible. The Speedia 500 Cosmo had a checkered flag, but she seems to have like a landing flag for like when you land on a planet and you mark it as for America or for whatever country. So that's cool. Articulation. She's got the bowl jointed head. She can do that also, but that's absolutely for transformation. Her shoulders lock in really nicely with these little tabs. And in vehicle mode, I was going to mention, you know, actually, I'll go back to that in a second. She's got universal jointed shoulders. She's got a swivel at the elbow, a straight elbow. Nothing at the wrist, but there is an inward and outward. On the back of her hands are these molded in thruster points that are great for being laser barrels, you know. Swivel at the waist. There is those will move up out of the way. Universal jointed hips, thigh swivel, nice knee bend, some ankle rockers going on, and if you're so inclined, you can get some really nice one-legged poses going on with this mold, and it is, if you outright knock it over, it's going to fall over, but look, that's really stable. Not many Transformers can get this stable. Some nice running forward poses. The big, clunky, chunky feet here are great. Now, when you're transforming it back, again, so if you mount the gun on the outside of the arm, which you can do, get a whole Megatron thing going on, you don't need to move the gun. So, let's go ahead and transform it back, because I want to talk about something in vehicle mode. Flip that all around. Unhook those back. Now, when you transform it back to vehicle mode, make sure to pull this whole bar back and out of the way. And go ahead and keep the backpack up like that for right now. Straighten the legs out, fold the heels forward. Okay, hinge this whole thing back. Make sure it's all the way back. Put down those tabs. Now, if you do this, you can't get that turned around. So make sure you turn that around first before you hinge the legs back, and then lock these panels down. And then make sure the arms, there we go, are lined up. And then there's these tabs on the inside of the arms. They're going to go into these slots on the side of those hip panels. And once you got that all locked in place, there we go. So those little arm clips make really cool little greebles on the side of the UFO mode. And then that part opens up, and that's like a super thrust point. I don't know. I really enjoy this figure. Now, back when she first came out, back when Cosmos first came out, all the scalpers bought them all up and were trying to flip them. They were on store shelves for like $25, $30 some places maybe, okay? Scalpers tried to flip it and sell it for like $100, $120. So this figure was really hard to get a hold of for the first year. This came out in like 2021. This figure came out like maybe 2022 actually, okay? But now people are getting it and they're able to hold on to it and like trade it away and stuff. So it's, if you can get this figure for about $40, go for it. Okay, it is a little bit older figure. It is harder to find because of scalpers and all that bullshit. It wouldn't surprise me if there's still scalpers out there sitting on a pile of 10 or 20 of them, hoping that they'll blow up someday or some bullcrap. It is a great, fun figure. I enjoy it. If you can get this one right here, would probably be about $50 or $60 because it is a Hasbro exclusive thing. Hasbro Selects. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. But I'm glad I got it. If you can find it for about $40 in the green version, pick it up. It is a great mold. It's a great fun toy. Do not spend $100 on one though. It's not worth it. I think there's some third-party Cosmo figures that go for about $100. Those ones might be worth it. Not this one. Go try and spend only about $40 on this one or less. So I'm Colwen. That has been Hasbro Selects or Legacy Selects Pathfinder. Great figure. Not worth the scalper price. Get it at a reasonable price. Alright. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go.